guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I have uploaded a video. I think my pregnancy announcement was the last video I had filmed. I've just been in a big rut lately. The weather outside is just complete crap. It's literally dark in my house all the time. I have to have my lights on all the time. Like when I say it's cloudy, I mean it's not just cloudy, like it's pretty much nighttime. Yesterday actually was a beautiful day and I planned on filming, but because it was such a beautiful day, I was outside the whole time with my daughter and we had people over for dinner. I just didn't have time to film, and it would have been perfect to do the sit down video. I have a ring light, but it is so hard to get my ring light out during the day when it's just me and my daughter because she'll end up tearing it down. So I am literally holding my camera, just sitting here on the couch and filming this. This is actually the second time I've also filmed this pregnancy update. Last time I filmed it earlier last week and half the audio didn't record. So let's just hope that the audio records on this. Like, I don't know if I'm going to know that until after I go back and listen to it. So whatever. So I wanted to get this out there, and hopefully future updates will be a little better set up. I haven't even dried my hair today. Who knows if I will dry my hair today. I have started feeling more nauseous here and there. It's usually like right before dinner when I'm hungry, and after breakfast when I've been done eating. I don't really understand that one, but yeah, I just got done eating lunch and I'm not like super nauseous. It's like the nauseous where it just don't feel like doing anything. Like it's enough to just make you feel like, ugh, like crap, but not like I'm gonna go barf somewhere. So this update is going to be telling you pretty much from the time I knew that I was pregnant, how I found out, up until, we'll just say 7 weeks, because tomorrow I'm actually 8 weeks. So I'll just tell you what I felt this week. If you see me looking down, it is because I do have some notes that I've kept here, and I probably will get out of breath really fast because that's what pregnancy does to you. You get out of breath. So I did take a test. I was 11 DPO, which is days past ovulation. So I did get a positive within like 30 seconds. I think it was 2 or 3 days before my period. And when I was pregnant with Emma, I literally did not get a positive, and it was a faint positive until the day that I was due. But this time it was a lot sooner, and I was 11 DPO. So when I found out, that would have made me 3 weeks and 4 days pregnant. I didn't have that many symptoms. Like there was a couple weeks that I went and I was like, are we sure I'm still pregnant? Like, I don't feel pregnant. And it's just hard to remember what it was like when I was pregnant with Emma, because that was, I mean, if you put in the time that how old she is now plus the time that you're pregnant, that was like 3 years ago pretty much. Or no, 2 years ago. So I am out of breath. It's just on occasion, like today is just really bad. I'm out of breath. Could be the way I'm sitting, I don't know. When I first found out, what made me take my test is, like, we were already trying. We've been trying for 2 months, and we had family in, and it was New Year's Eve, I believe. I had like the sides of my boobs hurt, and it was literally for like 5 minutes, but it was not my typical boobs hurt like for my time of the month. It was just like the sides of them and in my armpits, and I was like, I wonder if this is, and like that wasn't enough to make me test, because I had one test and I wanted to make sure that I didn't go crazy with testing. So I only had one test upstairs and I refused to go buy more. So I was like, if you take this test, you better be damn sure it's gonna be positive, because we're not buying more until you have a missed period then. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna test. I started to get really bad cramping just in the lower stomach area, and it hurt. I think it went on for 2 or 3 days, but it was only in the evening. And so I had that feeling, and I remember like everybody was downstairs, and I went to go get Emma up from a nap, and when I went upstairs and I was changing her and I was doing all that, I got like a hot flash, like almost to like you think you're gonna pass out but you're not. And I was like, you know what, I've had cramps, and I usually do not cramp until I'm literally starting my period, and I just had a hot flash and the sides of my boobs hurt, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a test. So I texted my friend and I asked her, she's also pregnant right now, and I said, did you have cramps a lot before you knew you were pregnant with Mason? And she was like, yeah, that's how I knew I was pregnant. So I took a test, and literally 30 seconds went by and it was like bam, like second line was there. Also, another thing that kind of made me think maybe I was pregnant before I took my test, not particularly that day, but like in the 2-week wait period, I kept getting heart palpitations where my heart would just start beating really fast, like I had just got done working out. I had these heart palpitations and I was like, okay, I think I remember this being like this with Emma when I was pregnant. And I'm like, if I'm not pregnant this time, then I might be going to the doctors later on, because it was kind of scary. Like, it wasn't extremely bad, but it was enough for me to notice and be like, wow, my heart's just like going crazy right now. And that has actually slowed down. It hasn't been as bad. It's actually, my heart's going pretty fast right now, but that's because I'm out of breath. Oh, another thing that is a symptom that I still have, and I will probably honestly have till Emma's, or not till Emma's born, till this baby is born, is being thirsty. No matter how much water I drink, and I literally have to drink every 30 minutes. I wake up in the middle of the night to drink water. It's not even so much wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. I just have to drink so much water. Like, I really screw myself over if I drink something other than water. Like, the other day I had a sweet tea from some fast food restaurant, and I drank that medium sweet tea, and the rest of the day I was like trying to catch up for that time that I wasn't drinking water. It was horrible. And like, I never ever eat McDonald's, and the other day I was just like, you know what, I don't know what to eat for lunch. Emma's never had a Happy Meal. She's not gonna die if she has a Happy Meal, so let's go get McDonald's. Got McDonald's, best freaking meal ever at the time, but it was so like salty. I literally, like, being very dramatic here, felt like I was gonna die of thirst, and like it just made me so thirsty. Like, I'm constantly, my lips are super dry and I have chapstick on it, and I mean, I'm drinking lots of water. Like, I could probably drink the big Yeti cups. Like, I could drink like 2, well, probably not more, probably like 3 of them a day, and oh my gosh, it's still not enough. I never not feel thirsty. It's really annoying. So, and then another symptom that is still to this day really strong is my smell. Like, I can smell everything so strong. Like, my husband threw away bell peppers the other day from us having fajitas, and they were in the trash can and the lid didn't close yet, and I was in the living room and I was like, I smell bell peppers, and he was like, holy crap, like, they're in the trash can, Kristen, on the complete opposite side of the house. It was just ridiculous. Like, I smell everything. That's still a symptom that I've had literally since the time I found out I was pregnant. Pretty much week 4 and 5, I didn't have that many symptoms. I started, I want to say at the end of week 4, if I don't eat snack so many hours afterwards, I start to get really shaky. I don't know if that's like high blood pressure or low blood pressure, but that used to be how it was with Emma. I would be working and like I would have to eat my breakfast at 8, and I would have to eat a snack at 10, and then I'd have to have my lunch at 12. Like, if not, then I would like get really shaky, like you feel like you're gonna pass out or just faint or something. That started at the end of week 4, and it just sucks. Like, I could feel it coming on, but I have to have little snacks here and there in the house to make me not feel like crap. Week 5, I think my boobs hurt for like 2 seconds, and then that was that. They really haven't hurt that bad. And then week 6 was probably not the hard, well, no, I can say it's probably been the hardest so far. That's mainly when my nausea really kind of picked up. My daughter had hand, foot, and mouth disease, and I ended up getting hand, foot, and mouth. I got a temperature of 101.6, and I'm gonna say it lasted probably, I went to bed that night at like 5, and the temperature was at that time. And by the time I woke up in the morning, it was completely gone. So I never took any medicine. I think I planned on taking Tylenol, but I fell asleep so fast and just didn't wake up till the next morning that I just didn't. My temperature and everything, like I was completely better in 24 hours, other than I did get like tiny sores on my hands, like underneath my skin, and my hands were just like really sore. Like it felt like I did manual labor, like I just was a teenager again and cleaned like 20 horse stalls. But they were sore, and that was about it. Like I did not have it as bad as my daughter had it. But that was when I had my first big thing of nausea, where I made this sausage bake that we always make like once a week, and I remember getting it out of the oven, and I just looked at it and was like, I think I'm gonna throw up, and I didn't. But that was the only time I've ever felt so nauseous that I thought I was just gonna barf everywhere, and I'm typically not someone that gets like that. Another symptom which has kind of slowed down for me a little bit was if I stood up too fast, or just standing up from like sitting here on the couch, I would get really dizzy, and like everything would go black, and then it would come right back. And I'm like, okay, stood up too fast. Like the blood flow is real now. And then this week has just been, like I said in the beginning, nauseous and after breakfast and before dinner, and just random times here and there. Oh, and another thing that has literally been a symptom since probably the day I conceived is I am extremely oily. I am typically, like I've always had somewhat of an oily skin, and I have to wash my hair literally every single day, or like tomorrow morning my hair will look so greasy. Being pregnant so far, I have been so oily. Like I just took a shower, I just put my makeup on, and it's already starting. Like it's already getting oil. I bet you anything in an hour I would be so freaking glossy. It's disgusting. Like if you guys know some type of product or something to help me with my oily skin, please comment down below and let me know. I already use makeup that's meant for oily skin. I did buy this one face wash that was for oily skin that I would use in the morning, but it just doesn't seem to be cutting it. I don't know. It's really annoying because literally, like, we had a date night the other day. It's like 9 o'clock, and my face was so oily that it like took my eyeliner and like threw it up on my eyelids. Like it was like my makeup was melting off my face, and I was like, this is disgusting. Like I feel like a teenage boy that is just completely greasy and disgusting. So yeah, that's a big problem, and I hope that it goes away. Like I hope this is just something temporary and it doesn't last the whole pregnancy, because I can't stand the massive amounts of oil that is on my skin right now. That is all that I have for you guys. My first appointment is going to be next week. After I have that appointment and I go see the doctor and I find out more things, I will let you guys know, and I will do another update then. So I will be 9 weeks, and I'm not going to be updating every week. I'm going to try to do it a little bit sooner than I did this week. So I obviously did 0 to 7 weeks for this update, but I would like to do it maybe every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, or you know, like some weeks there's probably not going to be much to update you on, but every time I do have a doctor's appointment, I will definitely do an update. I hope you guys like these. Give it a thumbs up if you like these types of updates, and I will continue them. And I am going to try to get back on my schedule, try to do more videos. Hopefully this nausea does not take over my life and I can just get back into the game. And hopefully the dang sun decides to shine once in a while around here, and maybe it'll be a little bit happier. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.